First and foremost, I like to give all honors, praises, thanksgivings, glory, salutations, respects to whom the world ignorantly and maliciously calls Lord God, the Creator, the Most High, that are only titles and not a real or proper name. And also ignorantly and maliciously call him in ancient or modern languages and in ancient and modern pronunciations, but not the true first form or dialect of the true ancient Hebrew Israelite language, Lashawan Kodash Holy Tongue, Paleo Hebrew, Ancient Hebrew, Syro-Phoenician, so on and so forth. So instead of maliciously and ignorantly calling him Lord or God, and or Yahweh, Yehovah, Yuhu, Ahaya, Ahawa, Uhuyu, so on and so forth, you can call him by his proper name that can be phonetically pronounced correctly and righteously sounded out in its form, in its original form. Again, Lashawan Kodash Holy Tongue. So his name is Yahweh. He has been, he will be, he is Yahweh. He is existence itself. Yahweh, he exists. And to and through his only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly and maliciously calls again as titles for a name, Lord, Christ, the Messiah, the Savior, and or in modern or ancient languages, but not the true language, Lashawan Kodash, Holy Tongue, Ancient Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, Syro-Phoenician, calling him by names Jesus, Yeshi, Yeshua, Yesu, Yeshi, Yaishi, Heshi, Hayoshua, so on and so forth. So instead of being a dumbass and a fucking devil and calling him by titles, Messiah, the Christ, or by other pronunciations in other languages, Jesus, Yeshu, his true name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. He is salvation, he is deliverance, he is help, he is succor. Yahushua, he is salvation, he is deliverance, he is liberty, he is victory. Yahushua, he saves, and only the true Hebrew Israelites. And even within the true Hebrew Israelites, for right now, only the spiritual and genetic Hebrew Israelites, not just genetic Hebrew Israelites, and not you fake ass Ashkenazi, Amalekai, German, Russian, Jewish Israelis living in the Promised Land today. The so-called African Americans brought over in the West Atlantic slave trade, and the Aboriginal, original Native Americans from North and South America, and the Latino Hispanics from North and South America and all over the world are the true descendants of the true Hebrew Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, Bashem, Rakawakakudash. So, Yahweh and Yahweh to the Holy Spirit, Rakawakakudash, Kal Halalata, Barakata, Salalata, Kabawarata, Tawarata, Lai, Lai, and Yahweh, Bahasham, Na Yahweh, Shai, Bahasham, Rakawakakudash, double peace, honor, salutations to the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, Elder Ramlab, Elder Gabar, and Elder Rakal, Rawak, top four leaders of the entire nation of the Hebrew Israelites, regardless of your affiliated camp, whether you like those four men, whether you care about them, whether you pretend or you think that you have other leaders in your own congregation and in your own fucking fucked up going ons. Wrong again. The top four leaders of GMS are the top four leaders of the nation of the entire Hebrew Israelites until Adonai Yahweh come through the clouds, breaks through the clouds with the so-called UFOs, filled with Malaakim angels and Malak Dawad, who is King David himself, to help and come solidify once and for motherfucking all who are the true Hebrew Israelites and who are the fake Jewish Israelis. And within the true Hebrew Israelites, who are the true genetic and spiritual Hebrew Israelites, and who are just a bunch of piece of shit Americanized, Christianized Hebrew Israelites who are still who are still in sin and wicked, perverting, and even more so, but perverting the word of the Lord now that you know the truth or some truth. So, shalom to the great man of GMS, who are the true leaders, fathers, forefathers, prophets, poets, teachers of old, coming back in the reincarnated states to help solidify themselves as 144,000 male men elected, one-third men, women, and children, and help solidify the rest, 144,000 elect. Shalom to the Akim Highways and Byways Internet Information Superhighway. This is Brother Sharoth. The end is here. Our fighting chip is the mark of the beast. Whether you take it or not, if you're perverted, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to finish your little life off with ICB and thermonuclear missile brought to you from Magog, Russia, the land of Russia. And also, being said, World War III is on the cusp. Right after the RFID chip mark of the beast gets implemented throughout throughout most of the world, and especially in technological cities, and or anywhere where there's a heavy population, Slash, after that happens, then World War III, the Battle of Armageddon over there in the Middle East is going to commence, and then most of everybody's gonna get fucking killed, dead, slayed, ran through like the bitches y'all are. So Esau, Edom, so-called red, white, Caucasian, European, you're all fucked. You're most of you gonna die. Some of you will be slaves. And all of you will come back into slavery. Gentile pagan heathens, most of you also will die. Some of you will be slaves when you come back. Some of you will be servants, which will be one step up against above a slave. And Hebrew Israelites, 230 you bitch ass niggas have got to go starting with your bitch ass women. And the house of Dawan is going, if you keep in faith and following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of one's ability, the true, sincere meat, milk, doctrine of the verses of the Torah, the scripts of the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha, and the Paleo and the Koine Greek, you also, following the milk and the meat of the elders of GMS, will do fine. And even if you have to give up your life, you'll still be fine. A whole lot better than these two-thirds reprobates fucking up the word of the Lord on the highways and byways and internet information superhighways. So pretty much I'm just going to go through 2 Timothy 2:15 through probably 19 or 18, and then I'm going to go through number 16, which is the rebellion of Korach. And my point for this video is, you two-third niggers who are supposedly in the truth are waxing worse and worse, especially IUIC, which is the biggest congregation of the Hebrew Israelites, pretty much the most known around the world, but not the biggest, because GMS has a bigger span. Y'all might have more people, but we have more reach around the world because the truth is with us. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bashem Hakwadash is with us. It's with the great man of GMS. GMS is the camp of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and we say it boldly and proudly, yet humbly and meekly. So, without any further ado, 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show thyself approved unto Allah, Lahai, my Layu, and Yahweh Basham Adonai Yahushua, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, a workman that works daily, like Yahushua in the temple, rightly dividing the word of truth, and like the great men of GMS. Starting with the top four men on high, all the way down to the local soldier, most of GMS, from what I see and understand and know through the spirit and through even carnal eyes, are the two men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakadash. Of course, there's men crept in unawares, and the spirit will call them out. So, but shun, profane, and vain babblings, which is what Zakari and IUIC for the most part are ramping up worse and worse, harder and harder, like the piece of shits they are, making them even worse and more reprobate than the two-thirds that are not in the truth, or that know about the truth but don't give a fuck because they're atheists, because they're gang members, because they're CEOs in Fortune 500 companies, because they have their own businesses they need to attend to, because they have a big family that they need to cover. What the fuck ever. Everything's gonna burn up, you dumbasses. So, working hard for the devil, for Satan, the red white man, for the money bag, to keep your fat asses fed, and for that stupid bitch of a woman, you'll understand and you'll see who Yahweh Shem Yahushai is, you two-third motherfucking niggers, and then you won't like it. And their word will eat as doth a canker, i.e. Alizé, and his sidekick Khazad, who I still hope and think he's a member of the elect. He just got to shake off that dumbass he follows. Slash Bubble Eye Blackfish from GOCC, can't forget him. But first and worst of all, Nate the Snake, who has the biggest congregation and the biggest reach, again, internet wise and people wise, but not actually worldly wise like GMS does. So, but still, you have a good platform. People know who you are. You get on interviews and whatnot, talking to you, Nate the Snake. Yet, everything you say is a bunch of bullshit, so it doesn't even matter what you do, you nigger. And their word will eat as doth a canker, of whom is Hymenaeus and Philetus. Again, of whom is Eleazar, high priest Eleazar, and Nate the Snake, General Nathaniel Gala, or however you say it. Now, once again, I say it meekly and humbly. If Nate the Snake is a hopefully elect, I am too, because if he can make it, I'm not saying anybody can make it, but if he can make it in the way he is, even if he repents at the very last minute, I'm pretty sure I'm a shoe in. But it can go the opposite way. If Nate the Snake isn't a hopefully elect member, then I need to take care of my walk with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the word thereof, because even I may not even be in the truth and have the you're in the truth demon. But only time will tell, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is merciful, and I pray he gives me the mercies of David, and who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrow the faith of some. Now, IUIC, GOCC, Zakari, along with the rest of you dumbass camp members who don't study and show yourself approved, a bunch of GED college, fucking college dropouts, whatever. Y'all niggas ain't smart for shit, and that's why you're perverting the word of the Lord. And even if you are book smart and did happen to have some college or some business in your background or some military in y'all's background, you still don't know shit because y'all picking the worst camps to follow and the worst doctrine to follow. If y'all truly were men of the Lord, men in general, you'd know where to be, and GMS is where you would be. So pretty much, this pretty much means that all you two-third niggers who pretend to be in the truth, who have that I'm in the truth demon, and who have that I'm working for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai demon, y'all dead fucking wrong. So without any further ado, I'm gonna read 16 right through, and all this is pretty much going at high priest supposed Eleazar and general supposed Daniel Nathan Gala, Korah, and which are the sons of Reuben because they think they're better than they automatically think lineage wise, ranking wise, because their forefather is Reuben, who is the first son of Jacob, that they think that they can take on some rank and some power away from Moses, who Yahweh himself set up. And these niggas thinking maybe some of them think that Moses set himself up. Maybe some of them know that Yahweh set Moses up, but most of them think that they can take his spot or at least be ranked with him. No, you niggers at GOCC, you niggers at IUCPK, you niggers at Sakari are not anywhere near the level or ranking, even against the local soldier, your highest ranking niggers in you other goddamn camps. Even your highest ranking Negroes in you other camps are below just the average soldier in GMS. So y'all ain't shit pretty much. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all's congregation ain't shit. And y'all's women definitely ain't shit. So Korah talking shit. And here we go in Numbers 16:3 on down. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and Aaron and said unto them, "You take too much upon you, seeing that the whole congregation are holy, every one of them, and Eliah and Yahweh is among them. Wherefore then you lift yourself up above the congregation of Eliah and Yahweh." Making shit up. Yes, Yahweh is with this congregation because they're Israelites, but that's about it. No, Yahweh is not setting you even ranking you with Moses, and definitely ain't setting you above Moses, you stupid, arrogant, prideful, fat ass niggers. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face because Moses says, "You ain't talking to me, nigger. You're talking to Yahweh, and you're saying that even Yahweh is going to put you either high ranking with me or higher ranking than me. And Yahweh hasn't told me, Moses, any of this shit. So you niggers is lying." And he spoke unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, "Even tomorrow Allah and Yahweh will show who are his and who is holy, and who will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. Do this, take your censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein." All this fire and incense and the censers represent the word, their word, and what they're talking about, and then the censers and the fire and the incense in the hands of Moses and Aaron and his company are the true broken down words of the Lord, the true meaning behind the precepts and of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's word. "And put fire therein, and put incense in them before Allah when Yahweh tomorrow, and it shall be that a man whom Allah when you shoot, he shall be holy. You take too much upon you, you sons of Levi." So I'm pretty much running out of time, and I knew that, so I'll make a part two to this and tell you how IUIC, GOCC, ICUPK, Sons of Thunder, blah 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 blah. You motherfuckers who think you're somebody, it ain't nobody. And so until then, Abad Bayashawal to destruction, the house of Saul, and Quam Shalom Bayat Dawad. Raise up and greetings, the house of David. So until then, Shalom.